and I was trying to run. I was trying to run to get away from my dad, and my dad was coming, and all I remember just going in and out of consciousness, going in and out of consciousness. I was in the bushes trying to get to the hospital because I know I was going to die. I remember saying, God, please don't let me die, please don't let me die. Holy smokes, where do I start? What's going on, guys? Today is another day. Thank God I'm alive and well to be able to make these videos and share this video with you guys. God is good. And first off, if you don't know God, get to know God today. Put your trust in Him and live according to His will. I want to talk today a little bit about how it was for me growing up. Man, those were probably, I would say, the most saddest part of my life, right? Growing up as a child in Jamaica. My background is Jamaican. Both my parents are Jamaican. My mom is, mixed with Irish. My dad is just straight Jamaican, right? Now, as for me growing up, it was probably, I would say, the most horrifying part of my life. You know what I mean? I was, beat with everything you can imagine, right? My mom and my dad, first of all, I didn't know my mom and my dad to be together. I first saw my mom when I think I was probably about 8 years old. And, thinking that she was going to be a mother to me, but found out very quickly that she wanted nothing to do with us, right? At about age 11, I believe I saw her again, and I was so excited. I never had a mother before in my life, and tried to, scooch up beside her. One day she was sitting down hoping that, she was going to accept me, she was going to love me. She haven't seen me pretty much my whole life, and now she's going to be a mother to me. That didn't happen. My mom pulled away from me. Right? She didn't want me close up onto her. And as a child, that is something that, it is not good. And that's something that I try to understand. Maybe it's because of this, maybe it's because of that. Trying to find ways to justify why she would do something like that. And until today, I still have yet to figure it out. Come to find out later on, I understand that she just wanted nothing to do with kids. If she could probably get rid of every single one of her kids, she probably would have. You know what I mean? Now, tell her why I'm saying that. Now, I still love my mom, but at the same time, I have to, as they say, I have to love her from a distance because she's the same exact way as she was when I first met her today. And to this day, the other thing is she believes she did nothing wrong. My father, on the other hand, it was kind of like his way of, showing love to us was with brutal force, right? This is what I got beat with growing up. You guys, this is a piece of electrical wire, that they used to, run electricity, right? And my dad would kind of like put this around his hands like this, and that's what I got beat with growing up. And just me doing that, man, I can, this. Yeah, and I'm an adult, right? Now, just imagine being, a kid, a small little kid, right? And that's what I got beat with growing up. The other thing that my dad would use is this right here is a piece of tire. This is what I got beat with growing up, right? So when my dad finished beating me, I can't sit down, I can't lay down, I can't do nothing because my whole body's swollen. This black and blue swollen mark all over me. You can see the LLOD coming out of my skin. So that's what it was for me growing up, right? My whole body's like swollen, and every part of my body hurts. Just even putting on my clothes hurt. Sitting down, touching any part of my body to any kind of surface or just doing that hurts. That's what it was for me growing up, and that was normal. That was normal. It's kind of like every time my dad beat me and I survived, it was like a cheated death, right? Now, the last part of me dealing with my dad, was one day, I got so frustrated to the point where I felt like, what's left for him to do to me, And as kids in Jamaica, you know how it is. If you know any Jamaican parent out there, you do not talk back to your parents, right? And I wasn't talking back. That is like asking to be, you don't do that. That's forbidden, right? Now, I wasn't talking back. I just got to a point in my life where what's he gonna do now? Like what? Take me out? Like, there's nothing else left for him to do. And so what? He got rid of me. Big deal, right? I got to a point in my life where, I got so sick and tired of him not doing anything for us. All he does is beat, 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 beat. And I said one day, all I said was, one day, he was probably about 20 feet away from me. So I kind of give myself some space just in case, something else happened, like him started to come after me, I was going to be able to take off. And it was a good thing I did that. I said, one day I'm going to grow up in life and I'm going to have kids and I'm going to show you what it's like to be a good father. Whew, that was all I did. My dad, took off and he was coming for me. And he had what Jamaicans call a ratchet knife, and he pulled it out. And I guarantee you guys, if my dad had caught me, I would have been here today, right? And I was running for my life, and when he couldn't catch me, he picked up some big rocks, and all I can hear is these big rocks going at my head, you know, and I was just running. This was the full definition of life and death. I'm not even kidding you guys, because like I said, I wouldn't have been here today, you know. Thank God I was able to get away, and that was the last encounter I had with my dad until I left. You know, I moved away to go stay with some people, and eventually, you know, end up coming to Canada, right? You know, thank God before he passed, though. You know, this is one of the things that I pray, that God would give me the opportunity where I can actually meet up with my dad, have a man-to-man conversation with him, and just kind of talk about how it was for me growing up, and just being able to forgive him. Because I got to tell you guys, you know, the fear that my dad is still in me, even though I was in Canada and he was still in Jamaica, I would go to my bed at night and I would dream that my dad is coming to get me, and I would wake up out of my sleep terrified, traumatized from how it was. I mean, yeah, that was bad, you know. Now, the other thing is, and so I was able to make peace with my dad. I was able to forgive him, and he was able to apologize, and he said you know, I'm sorry, you know, he didn't see it, you know, as, you know, I mean, him doing anything wrong. It's just how it was for him growing up, because that's what his dad did to him, and so he figured that's what he's going to do to us, right? And, you know, and I remember saying to him, if I have a child right now, and, you know, I mean, I do that to my child, you know, I mean, do you think that I'm showing my child love? Do you think I'm reassuring my child, you know, I mean, any type of safety and security, and my child can come to me, you know, when he's fearful of the world or fearful of whatever it is, and I was going to be his rescue as his father? Do you think it was going to happen? And then that kind of forces him to look within himself, and he apologizes, and that was the moment I began to heal. Of course, today, you know, almost 30 years plus later, I'm dealing with the trauma, because before that last encounter, my dad, before that, you know, he came to my grandparents' house because he stayed with my grandparents. My dad was trying to beat me because I tell you exactly what I did. I went into my grandmother's wardrobe, and I was kind of going through it looking for, money or something, you know, as a kid. That's what I did. My dad caught me, and, you know, because as a kid, I used to sometimes, you know, because we would have nothing, I would kind of like steal 50 cents from my grandparents, and I would do little stuff like that. And so my dad called me, and I know this is it. I am done. I am done. That is a no-no. I took off running, and I was upstairs, and I literally dived head first. My grandparents have like a 2-story home in the Caribbean, and I dived head first, you guys. You know what I mean? Down, 2-story down on my head. And the only reason why I'm alive today is because my uncle was doing some renovation and a bathroom downstairs, and he dug up some soil, probably about that high, and they sit there for about 2 weeks, so it kind of hardens up a little bit, the dirt, right? And that's what took the impact of my head, and right now there's a dent in my skull. There's a dent in my skull, you know. I remember when I fell, you know, I got up, and the fear is so powerful, you guys. I got up, and I was trying to run. To get away from my dad, and my dad was coming, and all I remember is just going in and out of consciousness. I was in the bushes trying to get to the hospital because I know I was going to die. I remember saying, God, please don't let me die. Please don't let me die. Boom, I'm blacking out again. And I'm trying to fight it because I know if I blacked out in the bushes, that was going to be it for me. Finally got to the hospital, and, you know, I remember the nurse asked me, what's wrong with you? And that's all I remember. Next thing I know, I woke up, and there's a guy standing with his foot over my head, laying on the floor. And by the time I realized, you know, for me to say, like, what are you doing? I was gone again. Next thing I woke up on a stretcher. I was in the hospital with IV going through my arm. I was in a coma, and that's what it was for me growing up, you know. And yeah, I was able to forgive my dad. And so fast forward to today, you know, years later, you know, which my disagreement, and my mom told me her only regret in life is that she didn't unalive me at birth. Welcome to my life. My own mother, person that gave birth to me. And the sad thing about it is, she behaved like that, all right? That's how it was for her growing up. One second. My family just came home. Yeah, and so that's how it was for me growing up, you know, and, you know, so till today, I don't have the best relationship with my mom, and love her, but love her from a distance, and still hope and want the best for her, for the rest of my siblings. Having my sister that told me that God should have unalived me when, you know, when that happened, and those are the people I'm related to. And so, you know, I'm so thankful to God for keeping me alive. I'm thankful for this moment. I'm thankful for you know, just even this moment right now that I can sit here and make this video, because it's only by the grace of God, you know, and I believe that God's got a purpose for my life. So that's a little bit about my background. And so one of the things that I'm doing is that helps me to heal is I love helping people. And so you'll find this channel where I'll go out and I'll bless people, you know what I mean, with money. I'll help them out, whatever needs that, you know what I mean, I can help with. You know, I want to be able to do it because I believe that my purpose is, you know, is to just serve God, you know. And a part of that is me just going out and do all the good I can to all the people I can, you know what I mean, in all the ways I can for as long as I can. That is what I believe my purpose is, and I enjoy doing it. Also, it's a part of me healing. So you'll see me blessing people and giving people money. It's funny I said that because my wife actually said to me sometime, I'm surprised, you know, we're able to accomplish some things in life because you just give away everything, you know. And you know, it's not like I can afford to, you know, but just felt like it's a part of my healing. You know what I mean? It's a part of me healing and becoming better. I just love helping people, and it makes me feel better. Anyways, guys, so just thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm going to keep on making videos, and pretty much overall, I want to use my life to help encourage you guys. And, you know, I just believe, like I said, God's got a purpose for my life, and that purpose is to just live in His will and, you know, just serve Him and go out and be an example of Him in all the ways that I possibly can, to all the people I possibly can, for as long as I can. That's my purpose in life. That is my purpose in life. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. So, as always, you guys know what to do. Go out, love one another. If you don't know God, get to know God. Put your trust in Him and live according to His will. And the other thing is, guys, forgive. You know, if people hurt you out there, just learn to forgive, because, you know, it's a part of your healing process. You're going to heal from it. And it also helps you guys to deal with, you know, daily difficulties and challenges. And it also, you know, allows you the opportunity to really look into, I mean, difficulties of all the people and really help them, because you've been through it before. So now you can say, hey, you know what I mean, this is what I did. You know, struggles are not all bad in life. Struggles are there to me to mold you and shape you. And if you can do something, you know what I mean, to contribute to somebody's life in a positive way, to help them to be better, to help them to grow, and most importantly, to help them to get to know God and lead them to God, you know, then that to me, you know, is just such a beautiful life, you know. A blessed life. A lot of people talk about a blessed life, but I personally believe that a blessed life, you know, is to be able to look back at the end of your life and see all the people you help along the way. That to me is a blessed life, and I hope that one day, Lord's willing, I'll be able to do that, you know. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the videos. Always, you guys know what to do. Go out, love one another. Get to know God. Be a trust in Him and live according to His will. Peace.